Okay. All right, let's. So, there we go. So last time, yeah, I had started filling these up. I guess that's what we're starting this time. I'm gonna have to go back and kind of fix the little bits, it looks like. But so far so good. This should just take a second and then I can start working on. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is the chains. Change that color. I'm gonna throw this blue down. Hey! Appreciate it. Even though you can't hear me, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Always nice to have you stop by. Even if it's just to hang out. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna try and speed through this bit as much as possible. I'm definitely gonna have to go back in and push the blue back with that pink color. Okay. Start with you. Made this last set pretty wide. Okay. All right, so let's see. I almost want to use a brush rather than a pen for the ends of these, so it kind of fades. Oh, let's grab this color. And I mean, I probably don't necessarily need to do this, most of this cleanup. Had to guess you're probably not seeing much of the issue from far out, but you never know. Just need to get some of the larger parts there. Yeah. They grow it longer in the winter because it gets a little cold. I mean, not like cold, but cold for here. I don't even know how I would go about doing that. But possibly next time, because I just kind of jumped right into the color on this. I feel like I've got momentum going, and I'd rather not stop. But possibly next time I can start with that as a warm-up. All right, that one's good. Move on to the next one. Outside the line there. Again, I could just. Okay. I'm just going that's interesting. Why are those lines not connected? Yeah, I need the detail. Nope, that's over so I think. Chain lines. There we are. So to unlock that, oops, that color and like that. Almost had it. Okay, just to make sure. Okay, I think we're good. Back down here. There we go. Okay, so here. I might have to go fix that little bit right there. Oh. Getting shittering. Like, okay, it kind of stopped. Might have been my phone. Nope. Something else. I don't know what it is, but it happened. Okay, so yeah, going through. I tried to do this as clean as possible so I don't have to go back and clean it up. Because that's the ideal way to do it. Yeah, he might have. No, I did. There we go. Did that. Yeah. So it's not too bad. Let's pop this one. That one. I kind of like to round it off past where that light blue stops. I think that's a good look. If I'm not going to fade it, which I don't think I will. So I might go back to the other bracer and do that to that one as well. Okay. A little bit of overspray, I guess, would kind of be what I want to call that. Going outside the line, I don't know. Overspray is more like spray paint kind of term. That's not bad. Okay. Almost went too far. Good thing that's a really thick line I put right there. All right. I like the way I kind of connected all these lines up, because that's kind of how it's set up on the actual animal, but not really. It helps kind of pull that pattern all the way through real nicely, I think. All right. Let's just look at this one real quick. Let's kind of round off edge. That. Okay. Yeah, I like that kind of rounded finish there. I think that looks nicer. All right, here we go. Oh, there's a little spot of purple. There's no. All right, so let's fix that. Quick. That color. Okay. Right there. And I think we're good. Now I need to come up here. I think it's that color, but I'm totally sure. Why is... Did I miss that? Lord. Okay, now I think we're good. Back down. Alright, so... I think for the most part they kind of show up, ask for something, and then if they don't get it, they kind of go away, or if they get it, then they leave after. So it's kind of how that normally goes. Not really. And that. Not too bad. All this. Give it a second. It does kind of strain things a little bit. Because it's actually recording. It's actually recording everything I'm doing in the app while I'm doing this with like 20 different layers and streaming on the same computer I'm doing all this on. And it's running a second monitor. I guess it's probably also somewhat taxing. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. So occasionally, my computer needs to take a second, or the app needs to take a second anyway. Which I appreciate. Rather than crashing, it just kind of takes a second, saves stuff, and then lets me get back to it. A little far on that. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, when I was doing the line art last time, I think I noticed that I was kind of connecting all these lines when I got to the legs. So I actually went back and did it on the bracers as well. So it took a little extra second to kind of go back and do those the same way I did these. And I think it helps it flow a little bit more. Connect things. Even though some of them don't connect. Yeah, I forget what the creature is called that I like grabbed for this kind of for my reference for this armor. But they have like a segmented shell and they stick to rocks essentially. Underwater. It looks pretty solid. All right. Let's see. Am I gonna go? Yeah, let's rotate it this direction. I don't know. Actually, I'd probably turn this direction here. Okay, round that out. Going outside the line there. All right, round that out. Do 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 do. Not bad. All right. Let's see. After this, what am I doing after this? There's like a little, oh, is that not from that? just a empty, whoops, just an empty spot? Yep, just an empty spot. Okay, well, that's good. And that one doesn't quite connect. I have to go in and kind of fix some of these. That one right there as well. Oh, and that little bit right there is yeah, so let's see. After this bit, I don't know if the flats are done after this. Maybe? Then it would be starting the rendering. But just, yeah, throw a little spot right there. Well, that one doesn't match up. You don't have to match up, it's fine. Just helps it flow a little better. Ooh. Ooh. One a little outside the line again. I try not to push too hard and go outside the line, but I think I have it set up fairly sensitive on my pressure, because I don't like to have to push really hard. I tend to have a fairly heavy hand, so I try to make it easier and less potentially damaging to my equipment by making the sensitivity higher. Because I mean, even being gentle, you can cause pretty significant wear and tear to your at the screen at the very least. That's why I have a screen protector on this one. And I have a backup if it ever gets really messed up, which is nice. And it didn't cost me that much either, which was kind of surprising. It was like 30 bucks. Got 2 screen protectors for that. Answer pattern. Unlock the pixels. Grab that blue. Now, really need to. And throw that one on Is there any? No, I think we're good. No. Alright, so I'm going to lock that back down. Let's see. Transparency. Erase the funky bits. Oh, how did I miss that? That I think just is a funky wave in this line. That. There. There we go. That's better. I really like to lock my line art layers because lock the pixels. That way I can change the color of the lines if I want, and I can't make any adjustments to the lines That's the pattern. The pattern is a little. So I actually think I made the patterning on the bracers the same as the pattern, which is a helpful kind of tip if you want things to kind of work in a composition. Having a color in one time is not the best unless it's like a focal point. So if you have the ability to put that color in more than one area, that helps kind of bring the whole thing together better. Oh, fun tip on that. Let's lock that. Lock the pixels again. Locking the pixels. Let's grab this color and bump this up. Whoops, I can't grab that. I'm not on that layer. There we go. Now we'll go back. Okay, so now, as we can see, that doesn't work very well. Because it should be coming from underneath the shell, which was the intention, rather than above it. But I also want it to be above the other lines, and all of those lines are together. So now I have to go in and just erase that back off of there. Or if you really wanted to, you could go in and paint it the same color, black. Yeah, no worries. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm really carefully going in and pushing it so it doesn't go too far away from the line, so it looks like it's still attached underneath. But again, you can also just, if you have the lock pixels, you can just use the same color as the line art. You're trying to put it underneath, and yeah, hide it that way as opposed to what I just did. There's no wrong way to really do anything. It's up to you. You're the artist. So yeah. Oh, I do need to. In there. Let's see. I don't know if I want to change the line art color for things. I normally do. Let's grab this color. I want it. Let's pull it more purple. I think that's appropriate. For the lines here, and I'm going to go even darker line there. Maybe. I have to think about that one. Look at that. A little darker. There. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Possibly. Let's see, what else do I need? That's all the that color. I think I might want to change the color of the spear, or not spear, trident, to match the other bits here. So let's bump this up. Yeah, it's still a warm gray, but it's better. It's less rusty looking. More gray metal looking. But I think that was a little too warm, too red, brown. It wasn't like full on rust color, obviously, but it was more rust looking than like metal trident looking. Oh, that is absolutely not the color I picked right there. Alright, and then this way also all of the metal bits match as well. Alright. Almost finished with flat colors here. And then it's on to shadows and highlights. Whoop, whoop. Need to erase that little bit of pattern line that is sticking out into the trident here. All right, so let's see. Pretty all have they done there? Again, I don't know. Should I? Change line art to color for thing. Like sometimes it works really well, other times I feel like it doesn't quite do what I want it to do. Let's grab that green lines. Let's darken that green up, and let's test it out. Oh, let's see. Let's do this green starters. Like it made sense to do it to the scar, but I don't know if I really want to do it to all of this. The other thing it does is kind of show you a little bit more where the issues are. Like that tiny little spot of blue sitting there for some reason. Yeah, the part that gets a little funky is when you're trying to avoid hitting the next piece that is not that color. Right here. Right there. Here. it can give it a much more painterly kind of vibe, for sure. I don't know. Well, let's mess with it, I guess, and see where we end up. Drop it there. See that blue? Oops. Let's look at that. That maybe, yeah, that is a little bit more appropriate, I would say. Let's try this one. Yeah, and then you get into like areas where redo bits, because right here I'm gonna have to redo that with the green. I want to change the size of my brush every 5 seconds. You know? Like this. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Let's knock this out real quick. Again, grab the green, kind of bring that down. Select the color again. I mean, maybe, I don't know, man. Well, let's just do it. Why not? Let's just do it. I don't know what color I'm gonna do. Eraser, outline. This is almost kind of the purple I used, which I could have just kind of left it. I mean, it's different for sure. Pretty darn close, I think. Where we're at. And it also, when you do color your line art, it helps separate things that don't necessarily get separated with all black line art. I don't know. There's benefits to it, there's downsides to it, it's all relative. You know? And when I get close to a place where it like meets another material or something like that, I try to go parallel to that new material once I hit that kind of spot. It just helps me. If it's perpendicular, if it's up, kind of depends. But it helps avoid overshooting what I'm doing, but not always. You can't win them all. Sometimes you have to go back and do it again. Like this right here. Probably gonna be a funky one once I get on that leather. Probably gonna have to redo it. You never know, but certainly a possibility. But that is not at all what I meant to do. That's what I'm doing. Dun, dun, dun. Again, going perpendicular to the thing you're not trying to color helps me. I don't know. This one is a little funky because it's like a junction. You're meeting a couple different things all in one spot. Probably gonna have to go over that a couple times. The different color line art. Get it right. Alright, so let's rotate this back around. Okay, everything up above is finished now. So let's drop down here. Oof. That is real close. That color there. Scary close to that color. I don't like that. I really don't want to go back and adjust that bit either. Leave it for now. What I could do is kind of darken that bit and fade it to this color to match the rest of it in those two spots. That should be fine, I think. Let's see. Kind of knock out the rest of this, I think. Figure it out. Okay. This is a bit right here. Get last. Oh, not too far. That little bit is already kind of funky, so it's not helping me out. Too far. Better. That. That one's gonna be one I like kind of go back and forth on, I think. Okay. Go. Okay, so now zoom out here. Yeah, see that just fades right into that, so that has to be adjusted for sure. Let's try and knock out this guy. Yeah, I'll have to like darken it. Make it this way a little bit. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Yep, left a small little gap. That is definitely not the color. There we go. There we go. Let's hit this. There's a small little bit of blue right there. Okay. Down here, got that. Push that right there. Couple of those spots. I think there was blue. Alright, let's go. Brown. Back up to my lines. That's almost black. The rich brown. I'm gonna have to redo that. Okay. I intentionally kind of went a little far on that one so that I didn't have any gap. Alright. Same thing here. Let's hit that like that. Push it. Very nice. Alright. And come down here. Okay. There's gonna be a small gap on that one I have to fill up. And that again. could do a separate color for like that top little bit of the button, but or like clasp thing. I'm gonna leave it the same. It's the left. I mean, it could just be toggle. And going slightly over. That is probably the better way to do it, because then you don't have to worry about not having closed the little gap. Because I am going to have to go in and do that line anyway, so it almost makes more sense to kind of overshoot it a smidge. Avoid doing that on lines that you've already done best you can. Other ones, it's yeah. I really wish that noise would stop. Sometimes it does. I don't know what's up. I hate when you get interference in your head. Even more annoying when it's inconsistent. Maybe that's just me, but it's consistent. At least I know there's nothing I can do about it. Whereas if it's inconsistent, I'm wondering what's setting it off. Again, that might just be me. I don't know. Oh, there's this another small little bit of purple in the pattern. That is so frustrating. And there are multiple different ways to kind of color line art, for sure. You could color everything except for the character skin and stuff. That's one option you can do. So you could have black outlines for the character itself and just do color line art for their equipment and clothes, or you could only do the skin on the character / creature. There's a million ways to do everything because art is however you want to do it, really. It's not a one answer is correct, every other answer is wrong kind of situation. Art is extremely subjective, honestly. But unless you're, like a real jerk. And those are out there. There are people out there telling other people, yeah, you can't do that. Well, why not? Because that's not how it's done. But isn't it? Because that's how I did it. Kind of thing. Basically, you just... like, there's certainly wrong ways to do some things, but if you know all the rules, you can break them. I mean, look at Pablo Picasso. He drew the funky cubist style because he wanted to do that. He wanted to show multiple planes and views at the same time. And he had learned how to do everything the correct way. So he's like, you know what? That's not how I want to do this. I think it's better this way. And you know, that's his prerogative. He was a very talented man. He could choose to do that. And it's kind of a weird, you hit like a kind of space at some point in art where either you need to have learned everything and choose what you want, or you need to have learned nothing. In my opinion, I think that like there's two very different ways to hit things and have your unique voice in art. It's either to have learned the correct way to do everything or learned absolutely nothing from no one, basically. And just choose what you want your like own way. It gets really it's kind of like childlike wonder versus lots of training. Is kind of how I would explain that. Because there is certainly a place for keep seeing tiny little bits of purple in this pattern over and over again after I've gone and fixed one. But yeah, there's kind of like if you look at Basquiat, never had any formal training, I believe, but his expressive nature in his art is what made it so good. So you get to a point where it's kind of either or. You have to have trained, or you have to have found your voice your own way with breaking all the rules kind of situation. It just gets kind of funky. I don't know how to explain it properly, but like for Basquiat, like it's more the feelings evoked from the art. It's more about the feeling rather than like technical precision and all this stuff. So that's like a big difference in how you look at it, you know? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Sounds kind of pretentious when I sit here and listen to myself, but yeah. I have spent years and years learning about art and stuff, so I don't fall into that kind of category, clearly. And I mean, Basquiat is kind of, well, obviously he's one of a kind, but so are numerous other artists as well. Perspective. perspective and not the art concept of perspective. That's a totally different thing. That color again. Yeah, okay, so we just need to do this. Alright, I think this is probably the last. Well, no, I need to do the pattern part of the clothes. The pattern section outline. I just like art, and I think it's interesting that there's so many different ways to go about it and view it. So many different opinions, pompous or otherwise. I mean, it's the same way a lot of people look at like jobs people have and stuff. Like, you could have a steady, well-paying job. Some people will look at you like you're trash because it's not a white-collar job, you know? Even if it makes you happy, you're secure, you're not worried about bills necessarily or anything like that, and you enjoy it. Some people just don't understand that there's, like, you need people doing those jobs. You can't have society without having plumbers or painters or construction workers. You know? Oh yes, I also need to do the bracer outline. But, you know. People. Just kind of look at you different. I guess. I don't know. Like, if you're not a doctor or a lawyer or some corporate big shot, you're less than. Which is insane to me. Being the son of a plumber, painter, construction guy. Yeah, that always kind of blew my mind. Like, you need a pool person, you need gardeners, you need all of these people doing all of these jobs, especially if you're like some rich guy who doesn't want to get his hands dirty. Like, you should probably treat those people with respect, but I don't know. This is just a rant at this point about how people don't value blue-collar workers for some reason. I don't know. And I mean, a lot of like that kind of industry is shrinking because less and less people are going to do that, because everyone was told you need to go to college, you need to get an education and such and do such and such. But someone's got to do the other stuff. Someone has to do the other stuff. You know? But that's just an opinion. that's frustrating. To erase that back. Key. That is good there. Let's try it real quick. Push it this way, go this color, push it that way. Then pattern, that, erase that back. Wonderful. Alright. Okay, so we need to do the bracers. I think that's probably the last thing at this point, I think. Hopefully. Let's grab what pull that color. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's back to this. Let's see how this kind of turns out here in a second. It's good. I like this darker pinkish red I ended up with on. Nope. So far. Okay. That, alright, not half bad. Let's get in here. Go down this road. Okay. Figure this one just this way and then up this one. Good there. This little spot. The blue. The bluish purple, whatever. Alright. We're good there. Slide down. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Fix that with this. There we go. Sweet. Right. Alright, here we go. I have that on there. Yeah. Whoop. Alright. Da-da-da-da-da. We are going through this fairly quickly, I feel like. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's jump down here. Color there. And let's attempt to do that. Not dark enough. Not dark enough? Maybe, yeah. We'll roll with it. Let's see. Yeah, I need to change the color. Not again, I need to change that color. Bringing it up again, but I need to do that. Whoop. Yeah, so let's grab that. Let's. Is that the right color? I guess. Hit that right there. Yeah, I think that works. So then what I'm going to do, hit my brush, it. Give it a second. I think we might have it. I think we have it here. All right. Okay. And let's change this up slightly. Actually, jump down here. Let's grab that color. Back up to the lines, and we are going to get that like this. Because it's not going to be solid black, it is going to kind of mix with that skin color. And then let's see. Oh, there's a little gap. Oh, okay. Let's perfect. Okay, okay. Down here. Let's got this color here. And let's get that. Whoop. Make that edge more like the color. I'll probably get back to my pen now. Yeah. Let's see. So, I mean, that's not half bad, right? A little bit more painterly, less graphic. Cooperating. So let's just bump this sucker up. Put black lines back down. So that versus this. Pretty nuts. Pretty drastically different, I would say. We'll hold on to that later just for funsies. Let's see, so we have to go under the lines for shadow. Actually, we have to kind of go above the lines for shadow because the lines are colored. it gets funky. This one. All right, so let's grab. I like to go out there on my shadows. Actually, let's grab this wand. Oh, that's not what I'm grabbing. There we go. Back up to shadows here, and there we go. Oops. Good work. There we go. We could just blast this whole thing if we want to, like that. But this darken. Let's. Oops. Okay, hold on. Now let's. Nope. There we go. Because I messed around on the wrong part of that layer earlier. Alright, so yeah, let's go to multiply. Probably roll with multiply. I think that works better than darken. When you have blind, colored line art, and you want to kind of appear darkened in those areas. So yeah, you can either work from total shadow like this, and then just go in with like paint with transparency or eraser, and then just knock out sections like so. Like that. So it's just kind of, this is really, really rough kind of setup. Just ditch that a little bit there. Extremely rough. I am working very large with my pen right now, but yeah, you could kind of knock out a lot of stuff here. And it doesn't have to be super dramatic. If you want it to be, that's totally fine. A little far. Oops. Oh, we did that. And maybe that one there. Something kind of in this general vicinity. Just kind of very broad kind of strokes on this currently. Absolutely gigantic, so it's very, very broadly done. This would actually be kind of transparent almost, so it would kind of pick up light through it rather than translucent. Be pretty thin, I would say. I don't know. Something kind of in this general vicinity. This will probably be kind of lit-ish. Horrible looking, but it is somewhat starting to kind of have the right lighting, you know. Anyway, then you can drop down and get a little bit more precise with things. That's how you would like to do it. And you can just swap back over. Oh, that's not great. You can see that doesn't go all the way to the edge. Why doesn't it go up? Probably have it set for something. But, you know, if you have black lines, that's not a problem. It is what it is. We can always kind of go in and adjust that later. It's another thing we can do, adjust. So, I hit the C, there we go. And you have to be like extra careful on making sure you get the lines or don't get the lines, but let's see. Let me see if I can show. Yeah, it just looks real funky. You're not covering colored lines. So much easier just to so much easier. Black liner saves so much. Like all that, you have to be extremely precise. It's frustrating, annoying. Let's just throw black lines on for now. I think it's a little bit easier for now, at least. might go and like possibly erase out like inner line black lines or stuff. I don't know. Let's see what happens, I guess. And these are segmented like this, so I want to kind of show that they aren't flat, that they actually have some mass to them. I'm going to pull shadow along that segment line. So not be super deep shadow line, but do want it there. I want this like a little bit rounder. That almost. Anyway, we got plenty to kind of crank through this, I think. Just drop it down like right there, maybe. I don't know. Not terrible, not great. Okay, let's drop that. All in shadow now. That one a little bit. And we can certainly do. Right now it's set up very cell shaded, but I will probably kind of soften a lot of these shadows, just because they can be kind of funky when they're not. Like that. And Okay. Again, these are still really rough shadows I'm working with. Just easier to kind of knock them in fairly loosely and then kind of go back, refine them, kind of erase, soften, really to work on the face. The face looks so scary. Let's do go smaller on here I saw. Not terrible there. Up there. Gonna be real fun trying to work out the chain shadows. Okay. Again, a lot of the shadows on the skin are going to be softened heavily, because that makes sense. They're real sharp and hey buddy. Okay, bye bye buddy. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, right there. Okay. Again, that would be kind of translucent. I'm gonna have to kind of work on what that's gonna end up looking like at some point. I have a tough time kind of working out shadow. Oh my lord. There's chittering interference happening in my head. Okay. Good for right now. I have a hard time kind of working out shadows for certain things. So it's not the easiest. Let's do this. That's a mess. Yeah, let's just ditch that. Again, this is going to softened. About that underneath that line there. That. Okay. Let's drop that. Maybe a small bit right there. Actually, that. Yeah. Let's put a small bit through here. Kind of show that separation that is really bad. We're going to have to get in there. All right. That right there. Let's try this. I don't know. That's kind of the part that's hitting light-ish. It gets funky. Like I said, it's not super easy to figure things out all the time. At least not for me. I'm not obsessed with lighting, all that fun stuff. I kind of try to stick to one lighting situation all the time, and even that isn't always helpful. Like I said, not an easy thing for me to figure out. I don't know why. Just not. That is a weird hand, but past that. So just blast this down here. There we go. So a little spot right there. Okay, let's see. Probably majority of this light. Neck. Absolutely being shadow. Up down. This there. So what I do there. Not like that. Okay, not F. Gotta be nice and gentle. A little bit far in there. Okay. Right. We are making solid progress here. Wham, 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 wham. Not if bed. Okay. We might not. A little bit of shadows. Better. All right. This would be a little bit more. Soft, like the skin, but different. Because, you know. Yeah, the hair. Gotta have a differentiation between skin and leather and metal and shell, cloth and all that, but they are going to be similarly soft when we get there. similarly soft, but you know, softened. Both are going to be softened. Yep. Okay. And let's do that. Okay, let's hit this situation. Bring it all the way down. This all the way down. Look out. Adjustments. Okay, I think that's pretty solid. That goes. And again, I have I guess I did that. Alright. Something along those lines. Yes, we'll see. That kind of that. Yeah, something that kind of. Sure. All right. All right. Again, we're just kind of going in and trying to adjust things to look right. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work on the first try. Sometimes it works on the second try, third try, blah blah blah. Yeah. That's it. I'm going to say that. Give it a second. Alright. Right, that probably about there. Alright, so quickly it's going to do that. Okay. Alright. We'll leave that for now, because again, I'm going to try and go in and soften all this. Alright, real quick, let's just fill this back up, because that is astonishingly terrifying. For some reason. Alright. This is where it gets real different. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and 100% missing a line. How did I miss a line? That's line, black. Unlock that. Lock that down. Another one right there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now we have to go here. X and out there. Back up here, select that color. Whoops, no. Shoot, that needs to be. And then that's. Then we grab that color. There we go. No, that's. Oh, I didn't. Come on, Tanner. Pop over. Yeah. Yeah, we can do. Okie dokie. this is where it gets complicated, like I said, because all of these are overlapping. Let's hit one right there. We'll do a little bit here, just a smidge right here. Hit this one. A little bit right here. A little bit right here. Maybe a little bit right here on the bottom of that. This one. This part's gonna take a while. I feel we're already at like the end of the time. All right, let's try and knock out just the hair situation here. Little sliver coming through here. Okay. Finish up the thing. there. Okay. Knock this in. Okay, let's do. Okay. All right, well, I feel like that's significantly better. Got that. And that's not half bad as is. Looks. I feel like 70. But we are definitely going to adjust that this time. I've got to go. Anyway, yeah, so that's where we ended up today. Not half bad. Did a lot of unnecessarily changing the color of the line work because I'm just gonna leave it black because that's easiest. I mean, let's look real quick. I mean, it's not quite as bad from far out. Let's bring this up above. It's still real bad. So we'll probably roll with the black lines. Anyway. Oh, yes. Thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with me while I worked on my character here. Next time, finish up the shadow work, do some highlights, and then I'll probably kind of go in and do black colors on the hybrid form that's behind him, but it'll be really muted and kind of back on the paper kind of look. Yeah, so that's where we're at, what we're doing. Every Saturday, wherever you're watching from, 10 a.m. Pacific to about now, well, about 19 minutes before now, typically. But yes, here like every Saturday, typically, not all the time. Sometimes, you know, stuff comes up, but I do my best to be here every Saturday to draw, answer questions if you have any questions, talk about nerd stuff or whatever, art stuff, nerd stuff, stuff you've seen, want to talk about. I don't know. Anyway, You can follow down here at Zann20 on Instagram and Twitter for updates from this and other art I do. Right now I'm trying to do the DnD December. Try and knock out those and post those daily. Not always daily, sometimes I do a batch. But yeah, I do my best. So like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is, wherever you're from on the internet there. Really appreciate it. And if you let, young artists or artists just starting their journey, or, someone might like some art, hey, send them this way. Saturdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm here, more than willing to answer questions or talk or whatever. I have fun when I draw and chat with people, so that's why I do this. Kind of keep me in practice and chat with other people who like art. Yep. See you guys next time.